Okay, it's August 2nd. I didn't check on these last week. I put this on 2 weeks ago. There's no excluder, so the queen could go up there if she wanted to. So we'll see what's going on with that. Okay, so we got some bees. Oh, lots of activity. Last week I put this on. I put an excluder. There's a little plastic grid. It's a little hard to get off. There we go. All right. I'm gonna hit him with some smoke. Down, get him hungry. All right, so there's bees up here. I'm hoping for all honey, but if there's brood there, it's no big deal. Set this here, and I'm just going to do this quickly. I'm going to check. I don't want to disturb them. Oh, this looks excellent. Oh, all right. So it looks like there's comb on just about everything. I can't tell with this one. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one first. There's bees all over it. Oh, there's comb on it. So this is an excellent sign. Oops. One thing I started doing is tucking in my bee top. That looks great. And this is, actually, I might put another one on top. That is, it looks like all honey. And that's awesome. This is probably the least there. So this looks great. Boy, I wasn't planning on there being this much already done. So oops, sorry, bud. Say that I am extremely happy with that. Next one. Okay, alright, this is heavier. Again, there's honey. That's excellent. And again, that's excellent. And that's towards the end. So, kill anybody? Drop. Trying to get better with my spacing. Actually looks pretty good. Again, all honey. Sweet. Alright, none of it's capped, so it's not ready, but I am impressed. I think I'm actually going to run in the house. I wasn't planning on it, and put another hive body on. It would be a honey super. I was not expecting them to be this far progressed. I guess I could wait for them to cap it. Honestly, this is where my inexperience is showing, because I don't know really what to do. Okay, so again, it is just loaded. So I planted a bunch of flowers this year, and it's really cool. I go to whatever greenhouse. I go to Lowe's and Home Depot. Not exclusively though. I've been trying to use different greenhouses, local. Gilmore's I like a lot. They have some unique stuff. I end up buying ultimately what a lot of people would call weeds. But the bees love them. I look and see what the bees are working, like what flowers they are on, and then I buy those. Okay, so I'm going to stop. As I can see, it's just the same, the last three. So there's comb there, they're filling it with honey, and I don't know, it's not capped yet, but, and I can see even on this last one, this last one, it's really sticky. So this one's light, I can handle it. But they're building the comb and they're already starting to fill it with honey. They're barely started on the comb, but they're started. All right. Unfortunately, these guys are calm today. Last time I checked, it was this hive. I have to admit, I'm a little intimidated because they were swarming. All right, so I'm just going to close this up for now. I might check it again in a couple days and bring another. Okay, I've been crushing bees. You can see right there that I crushed them when I put this on. So I brought out this brush. This is the first time I've used it. I don't like smoking them, but not that I don't like smoking them, I don't want to burn their wings. Alright. Come on, buds. Alright, get this on. Oh man, this lid, I can see I can crush bees. Alright, so I'll just show you what I'm talking about. All right, so there's some live ones, but right down here you can see smash, 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 smash. There's probably around 10 if I counted them. So I'm gonna try. Oh, they're all over. They're all over the bag there. Right? And like I said, I don't want to kill them. I'll just move quick, and hopefully I can get it on before more come out. Hopefully I didn't kill too many. Alright, so I'm impressed so far. That's 2 weeks there. So 2 weeks worth of their work, and they've been just going crazy. Alright, this I just put on last week, so I'm curious to see what I have going on there. All honey, by the way. No excluder, and I had read that that's common. That you don't need an excluder, and a lot of people say I don't use them. Some people say I use them. So I tried this without and this with, and I thought if they started laying eggs up here, I was just going to go ahead and give it to them as another brood box. Brood is where they lay eggs. So had the queen started laying up there, I would have just said, okay, that's fine. So my goal isn't honey. It is to get these guys through the winter. So if I could get both hives to survive the winter. Okay, this looks great. It's not nearly as far as along as the others. I'm just going to start pulling things because my spacing here is not great. They were a little moody last week. So there's some bees, nothing like the last one. But that is the furthest away, and this is 10 frames, and this is 8 frames. So there's more stuff to work here. So obviously you're going to fill 8 frames before 10, so. And so that's great. So there's some comb, and they're filling it with honey. And then some more comb. Alright, so this, second from the last. Okay. This. Just, you know, for me it's nice to see on these frames made in the United States. So that's always nice to see. Okay, so they're getting combed. Now as we're getting closer to the middle, you can see the more activity. So they fill up from the middle and then work towards the ends. So that would be the third one in. So we're going on the fourth one. And I like this. This is a little earlier than I normally check them. I forget if I read it or I watched the video, but it was suggested you check on them in the evening and not the morning or afternoon, because they spend their morning and afternoon getting honey and supplies and working. So if you damage stuff, they'll spend time fixing that damage instead of gathering pollen and nectar. I don't know how true anything is, because I'm finding that a lot of experts are kind of maybe just like to hear themselves talk. All right, this looks good. Again, there's lots of comb, honey, and that's building up nice. And this should definitely be all honey, because I have an excluder, and all an excluder is, it's like a grid, be like what you have in front of a furnace vent. And it doesn't allow the queen to go up in to this part, so she's trapped down below. So a lot of bees on this one. Okay, so again, this is 1 week. I did this last Monday, so I guess it's been a week and a day. So they're just working great. Oops, wrong guy, there we go. All right. I like talking to the camera. It keeps my focus on kind of what I'm doing. Otherwise, you can kind of, to me, and again, this is my first year, it's a little intimidating when you hear the buzzing. Like I'm here and I can hear all the bees. So at this point, there would be tens of thousands of bees. And fortunately, they're not going after me. Last week, they a little irritable, so I had them landing all over me. They were trying to sting me. I have yet to get stung this year. One kind of got me through the pants. So I felt it, but the stinger didn't go in. So, and I started tucking in my bee shirt, I'm going to call it, because as I was working, one time a bee got up in